Welcome, jesters. I'm sure you've all heard. Over the last few hours, our friends on the left have been trying to use a quote by Charlie Kirk himself in an attempt to guilt people into changing our opinion of the Second Amendment here in the United States. I just want to let our friends on the left know that is not going to work. And for our friends on the right, we already know this. Being historically literate, this is something we know innately. So for you guys, maybe I'm just providing you a cheat sheet to save you the time of coming to this conclusion yourself, because I know that's where you would end up. What Charlie Kirk himself said during a debate is, I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational. And he's right. It is a prudent deal. We understand the consequences of having something like the Second Amendment. We understand the cost of having something like the Second Amendment. There are evil people out there, and we will deal with those. That is simply a part of humanity. However, we also realize that a population that is able to defend itself against an aggressive government is a safe population. The trade-off is very simple. The trade-off is protect our freedoms, or we all succumb to leftist tyranny that we've seen in the past. It has happened before, and it's something that will not happen here in the United States because of the Second Amendment. We're not going to suffer the genocides at the hands of a leftist government as we've seen. Joseph Stalin, 20 million people. Mao Zedong, 50 million people. Pol Pot, 2 million people. Adolf Hitler, 20 million people. Yes, Adolf Hitler was on the left. The Kim family in North Korea, an estimated 4 million people. Probably more, but we will likely never know. Roberto Mugabe even, 20,000 people. I'm kind of the run to the litter, but still, a genocide under leftism. And then there's, of course, Castro, Maduro, Che Guevara, Chavez, the starvation, environmental destruction that we're seeing in Cuba and Venezuela, all at the hands of leftist governments. We don't actually worry about those things happening here because of the Second Amendment, which is why we are not going to give it up. A population that can defend itself against the government will not meet the fate of these hundreds of millions of people. You know I'm right.